Why is it not vulns? Why is it not vulns? Go! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! No, it's a 306. Oh my god, how did it not vuln at the start? I don't understand. Scarier than it had to be. Oh, speaking of scarier, that is an orb. I even signed on P4, so good thing I had it up, because otherwise I wouldn't have this right now. So there we go, first drop of the Telos day. Just a bit. Oh, this is surely it. Surely. Bro, freaking kill it. Freaking go. Die, 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 die. You have got to be kidding. Oh, 6.6 again, man. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Maybe? Maybe? Yes! Yes, that counts! Yes, dude! 4.8. Oh my god, I messed up the P4, but it counts! Wait, it's nearly dead already. What the hell did I do to it? Like, what the hell is that? Look, it's gone. Boom. Smashed. Amazing. Cool. Okay, now, hey. Oh, there we go. It's another drop. It's a SOS. We're trying to kind of finish the orb set. But that'll do. Good enough, isn't it? Not bad. A little bit nearly dead, but we're okay. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. And then watch, 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 watch. Oh my god. It is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Alright, so strap in for this one, folks. Obviously, we've got the Grandmaster timer at long last. One hell of a grind. And I'm going to talk you through exactly how a good kill goes. And this is insanely complicated. Sometimes some things won't really make sense, but basically just assume if you press these buttons in this order, it just works. The big thing of that on P1, you will notice very soon. So I'm going to try and explain what happened. I'm going to play through, so I'm going to talk through the phase first, and then we're going to rewind it and watch it again. So initially, just like recording the Twitch VOD, I'm going to go on like half speed. So what we did at the beginning, we placed down a combat dummy, and then we natural instinct on it. We build a bit of adrenaline all the way back to 100% using defensives and autos, and then we get 100, disassemble the dummy. We then press any other offensive ability. So we lose the target. So in the chat box there, you don't have a target. After 2 ticks, use devotion, and you use devotion, then wait 2 ticks, then you surge, then you sunshine, auto greater conk, and then you hammer. Then you use a 2-handed weapon and cast combust. Now this is the tricky bit that doesn't really make sense. So I'm going to rewind it. I'm going to talk through it very slowly. So we hammer. We then combust with a 2-handed. We walk into the boss with our 2-handed weapon on. We then switch to dual wield. We then press smoke cloud and freedom. And the freedom will fire an offhand auto, which will be the smoke cloud. But it also won't tick up your main hand auto attack timer. So then we can also, after that, switch back to the staff like that, and then we can cast Ice Barrage and Rack to stun the boss, then get the extra rack damage, all without using up any extra global cooldowns, which is pretty cool. And then after that, so the Ice Barrage, wait, sorry, I did it wrong. Ice Barrage with a conk, sorry. I was reading the wrong rotation on the side of rescue, sorry. But yeah, it's so Smoke Cloud Freedom, and then Ice Barrage Greater Concentrated Blast. So we do a 2-handed Ice Barrage and then a dual wield Concentrated Blast into a Dragon Breath, and then we 4-tick an Ice or Magic, and then we do Rack with dual wield, then we do a Blood Auto Greater Conk, And then after the Greater Conk, we switch to Staff Inquisitor for extra damage, and we Omni Power, Tsunami, and then Dragon Breath. And then if everything went right, it'll be 450k. Sometimes you can do everything right and it still won't be phased. It's quite nice to use Vengeance a couple of times if you can, to get some extra juice going on. But that is phase 1. We'll now watch that in full speed, and you guys can see it again. And this is what it looks like in full speed. There's a lot going on. This is probably one of the hardest phases. Yeah, it's the Devotion, wait 2 ticks. Yeah, Sunshine, Conk, Hammer, Combust, Smoke Cloud Freedom, Ice, Conk, Dragon Breath, Ice Wild Magic, Dual Lord Rack, Auto, Conk, Staff, Omni, Tsunami, Dragon Breath, and Dive right there. Fantastic. So that is phase 1. And then after that, we have phase 2. So you start phase 2 by doing a Blitz auto. So the reason we have all these different autos is, so Barrage is nice for AoE stuff. Ice, Barrage is good for freezing stuff. But the difference between Barrage and Blitz is that Blitz travels through the air slower, and every time Telos starts a new phase, you can attack him before he's got rid of his immunity. So if I were to use a Barrage spell on the boss here, it actually wouldn't hit him. Well, like, it would hit him, but it wouldn't do damage because he's still immune at that point. So what we do is we use a Blitz instead, because that travels through the air slower. And what that will do is then it will land after his damage immunity wears off. So you get a little bit of extra damage. It's quite nice. So what we're going to do is we're going to Blood Blitz, wait 1 tick, FSOA spec, then Greater Conk, switch to Exsanguinate. We're then going to Guthic Staff. I'm going to Wild Magic, Sigil if you have to. We're going to Escape at the same time to drag Telos out the beam. We're then going to Ice Barrage and Greater Conk at the same time. And then we're going to Tendrils with Inquisitor Staff. Ideally here you switch to Insight Fear for your Frost Surge, which is just going to cool down here for a bit of extra damage. And then after that, after your Tendrils is done, you can Asphyxiate. And I actually got a really good phase here, which was nice. You Surge Dive over here, and ideally, if you have time, which I just about did, I equipped my Wand and Excalibur, and I stalled a Combust. So now if we just rewind that, we can watch it all in full speed. Sorry, probably looks a bit weird on your screen. Yeah, this phase sucks, by the way. This phase is disgusting amounts of RNG and was by far the most frustrating phase that we did. Because, like, it just relied on crits. Like, because you need to get the early phase, otherwise you'll get Hold Still Invader, and you do not want that because it takes up a lot of time. So getting the required amount of crits was unbelievably frustrating. But yeah, this one was pretty good. I'm going to say the Frost Surge thing really, really helped. And yeah, there we go. So we've now stalled a Combust as we go to phase 3 in half speed again. So as we've stalled a Combust, what we now do on phase 3 is we press our auto attack, then we press Corruption. The auto attack will cast the Combust we stalled earlier. Obviously make sure we switch back to a star for all this. And then we Metamorphosize with an Adren Pot. You do a Blood Auto into Greater Conk, then you use your Rack and Ruin, which you saved up earlier, which unfortunately I did it a bit wrong, and mine's not actually there right now. But I'm supposed to Rack and Ruin before that, and then Combust him again, and then we Ice Wild Magic, do 2 hits of Asphyxiate, Greater Conk, and Deep-Breath to the end, and that's the entire phase. So yeah, it's a lot more consistent if you get the Combust stall. If you don't, it can still be nice and fast, but it doesn't always work out that way. And here it is in full speed. Conk, Crack, and Ruin. Oh no, I did get it there actually. Never mind. Sorry, I'm stupid. Yeah, Ice Wild Magic, Asphyxiate for 2 hits, Greater Conk, Deep-Breath. I actually did 3 hits and a Deep-Breath there because I saw it was quite low. So I managed to kind of squeeze out a little bit sooner. Right. And then, this phase again, we're doing the Blitz technology. We're doing a Blitz into Omni Power. Walking over here, Guthic Staffing and Escaping, and ideally it would phase at that point. Unfortunately, I got a bit unlucky, so it took a bit longer, but My Aftershock got him, so it wasn't too bad. And then we are in the fonts over here, building some adrenaline, making sure we reflect and anticipate as well so we don't get stunned. I'm going to freeze the minions on this side of the font. Then as we freeze them, we then target Telos and smoke cloud him. Then go into our detonate. And then when we detonate, when we release it, so it says it's firing a bomb. Just after that, you release it with Ice Barrage, Detonate, Greater Conch, 2 hits fix, and Gothic Staff, and then you Surge Dive to the other font. Now this font want to be just in that little cubby hole there, and it should group up the minions fairly well. Want a Devotion when you can, because these minions start to hurt, and you don't have Reflect for this one. You then want a Freedom to make sure you don't get stunned. And here we've already switched back to Insight Fear, so we're going to chain them. Well, ideally we chain them. And then after that we will Ice Barrage and then Tsunami all of them, which should get you straight back to 100% Adren. Unfortunately, I messed up a bit this time. And I didn't quite get the full freeze. But what we do there is we... I'm going to actually rewind that. So we freeze them all. This was a very messy font, so I don't think this was clean or anything. But we should freeze them all. Ideally they're a bit more over there, I guess. And then we equip our Wand and Excalibur. And then stall an Omni Power and then release it with Wild Magic. So we press like auto Wild Magic would do it. Unfortunately, I messed this one up, so I'm going to rewind it again. Sorry. I was very lucky, actually. Very, very lucky. Because basically what I did a late Omni Power and I just Wild Magicked it. And thankfully, I apparently completely popped off and it just worked. So that's like a really, really bad font too, but we're just so lucky that it worked out. Very, very lucky there. Like, that is insanely lucky for that to work. But we take those. Sometimes, messing up still works. And then font 3. This is where we, basically eating a bit of food this whole time as well. It's quite scary. But we get our reflect up again, spamming a bit of food. Again, not the cleanest minions, but we got them all down there. Freeze them up again with Barrage, then a nice Detto, and then we're doing Ice, Detto, Greater Conch, Asphyx. Although this time I was actually late here as well. Like, I really messed up this P4. But in an ideal world, I would have Dettoed a bit earlier, and then rewind it again. Sorry. So I should be already Dettoing. I should be releasing it about now. So Ice, Detto, G-Conch, Asphyx, and then Rack and Ruin is the plan. Or just Rack, or Debrief. Anything works. And then you're back to your FSOA just before you phase it, which makes it easier for the next phase. Alright, we're just going to play that phase in full speed, I think. Just so you can see it, and if I missed anything else, wherever it is, there it is. So here we go. So we do the Blood Blitz, Omni Power, walk there, Gothic Stuff, and Escape. And ideally it phases there, didn't that time, but that's okay. And get the minions together, nice little reflect and anticipate, freeze the minions, smoke cloud the boss, and Detto, and Ice Detto, G-Conch, 2 hit Asphyx, G-Staff, and you're phased. Ideally these autos should be with a two-handed, by the way, because it does more damage. Get to that cubby hole, nice little Devotion, try not to get stunned, eat some food if you have to, should cam a lot as well this phase as well, Excalibur. Yeah, I really messed up these minions, my god, I was so lucky. And yeah, I was supposed to stall that Omni, release with Wild Magic, and then Gothic Staff, but it just magically worked. Oh, big thing, I forgot. So, obviously you want to get from here over there like as quickly as possible, but that's not actually true. If you are too quick, the boss will spend a little bit of time trying to find you, so it's actually really important that you don't go over there completely instantly. You want to actually wait an extra tick, so the boss can see you, and then it will start the next font special. So I kept making a mistake, which cost me several seconds. So I could have got this a while ago, actually. Where I was doing my Omni Power, Wild Magic, Gothic Staff, but I was going too quick. So you got to make sure you kind of linger around slightly in this section, just before zooming over with a Dive Surge. So yeah, very important. See here, it worked out. They spawned the quick way this time because I was a bit late on my Omni Power. So I was kind of accidentally went fast, I guess. But yeah, Freeze the golems up. They should really be all 1 square to the further right. So I messed it up as well. And then I messed this up as well. It's honestly a tragic P4. This was one of my worst P4s, but somehow it kind of worked. And then we have obviously faced the boss sub 230, so that is what is important. Right, and now the big one, phase 5. So we target a Von Bomb there, and then if you saw those fonts, they kind of blip. A bit after that, you press target cycle, smoke cloud, staff spec, and right here it was a back beam, so I'm gonna run on over, and then I Dragon Breath Resonance, then reflect as we get to the beam. We want to revenge straight after. Then we do Blood Auto Metamorphosis. Then we do Greater Conch, G-Staff, Wild Magic, and I actually did it in the wrong order. It's meant to be G-Staff and then Conch and then Wild Magic, but still, it still works. Then we grab the Cheeky Barricade, Pre-Flick when you need to. And here's the cool part. You then Greater Conch, and then Omni Power, and then you go to the red beam. And before the hits of your Omni Power land, you're in the red beam, and they'll do like 30% more damage, and then it just melts the boss. It does require a bit of crit RNG. Oh, he's so happy up there. Look, he's so happy. It does require a little bit of RNG, so you know, sometimes you just won't really get the crits. But when you do, it's so satisfying. If you got red golems, you want to be doing, you want to thread and anticipate in there somewhere. Ideally, you kind of res, reflect, meta, anticipate, revenge, G-Staff, Wild Magic, Barricade, and then do the same thing. But red minions are really annoying, so they kind of suck. They've ruined me far too many times. But yeah, so if this was a side beam, I'd obviously just stay there. But very important we get all the adren. And because I had res up here, I was trying to make sure I was taking damage from the boss. Unfortunately, he splashed both times, so I lost out on quite a bit of damage. But it's okay. But yeah, very scary trying to like pre-flick through all this because my reflector's barely surviving on, but it worked out. Nice cheeky barricades, and yeah, I would do that. The Conch Wild Magic, Surge the beams, and it's really cool. And some of you were asking like how do you go from like one beam to the other? It's like if I was here, like how would I get to where the black beam is? It's actually really easy. So if I'm right here, all I would do is I would like target my bladed dive over by that beam, and I would literally just surge and then click my my pre-selected dive. Like it's really simple. Like it looks amazing, but it's actually incredibly simple. So it's not actually that scary. Yeah, I just play the phase in full speed, and we might might turn the sound on for this because I'm quite a happy boy. That is essentially the stuff that I learned on the old Telos Grandmaster journey. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm very happy to have this done, and I will leave you with me in the past. Use any amount of reflect damage would be great right now. Maybe? Yes! Yes, that counts! Yes, dude! 4.8. Oh my god, I messed up the P4, but it counts! Yes! Oh my god, that took so long! And a drop as well. Oh my god, that took so long! But it counts. Oh, I can't believe I messed up P4 as well. Oh my god, oof. I'm still not actually happy with that kill. Like, P4 was like, oh my god. But we got it. We got it at long last. My god, that was a lot of learning. A lot of learning. Go in the back for a shag. Hey, Constellation press the reprisal as well. Huge. Oh my god. It counts. It counts.